ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। My obeisances at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and all the predecessor acharyas, by whose causeless mercy we have the golden opportunity of celebrating the auspicious appearance of Srimati Radharani today. My obeisances to all the organizers of this call for kindly um, employing me at the service of the Vaishnavas today. Thank you. Thank you for engaging my tongue, my mind, my time on this auspicious day. And my obeisances to each one of the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis present on the call. Thank you for kindly participating and inspiring us with your enthusiasm. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. Taddinam durdinam manye mega chanam na durdinam yaddinam krishna samlapa katha piyusha varjitam. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he would quote this verse very often, and the purport of this verse is Mega Channam or Mega Achadam, that day which is covered by the clouds, a cloudy day, Na Durdinam. Although traditionally that's considered to be a bad day, a cloudy day is considered to be a bad day because there's no sun, you don't feel enthused, you don't feel enthusiastic enough. But Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada explains, Tad dinam durdinam manye mega channam na durdinam. Not that day when the sky is covered by clouds or when the sun is covered by the clouds. That's not the definition of a bad day. Tad dinam durdinam manye, aham manye. I consider that day to be a bad day. Yad dinam, that day which Krishna samlapa katha piyusha varjitam, where we are devoid of the opportunity of hearing and chanting and speaking and singing about the glories of Radha and Krishna, that day is a bad day. If there is bright sunlight, all the astrological stars are auspicious, and if we are not remembering Krishna, then there is complete inauspiciousness there. On the other hand, if it is completely inauspicious, the time is inauspicious, karmic reactions are bad, relations are bad, in all ways possible. Every circumstance in life is detrimental and going against us. But if we are remembering Krishna, singing about him, chanting about him, reading about him, hearing about him, then we are in the safest place possible. We are in the safest place possible. Nayam janome sukha dukkha heto na devatatma griha karma kala mana param karanam amananti samsara chakram parivartayetyat. 11th canto Bhagavatam describes Nayam janome sukha dukkha hetu. People around us are not the cause of our happiness or distress. Na devatatma griha karma kala. Neither the devatas, neither the planets, neither the karma from past life, nor the time factor. Mana param karanam amananti samsara chakram parivartayetyat. The only thing that keeps us going in the cycle of birth and death from one womb to another, from one species to another, causing happiness and distress is our mind. So if that mind can be offered at the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, then we are completely safe. We have nothing to fear. We are completely protected. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita again and again, give your mind to me. Mai asakta mana partha yogam yunjan madashraya. Give your mind to me. Matchitta sarvadurgani matprasada tarishyasi. Give your mind to me. I will protect you, Krishna says. Matchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam. Give your mind to me. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayantite. You give your mind to me, I will inspire you, I will give you intelligence, I will pull you from problems, I will completely purify your heart. Krishna is promising so much. Tesham evanukampartham. Those who give your mind to me, Krishna is saying. Nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. I myself will light a lamp of transcendental wisdom in their heart. All that they have to do is give their mind to me. Manmana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Krishna says it twice. Give your mind to me. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Give your mind to me and nobody else. Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityashaha. Remember me continuously. Tameva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena. With all your heart, with all focus, give your mind to me. Which means the greatest thing we can do in our human life is smartavyam satatam Vishnu. If we can give our mind to Krishna wherever we are, if we are in the flight, we are remembering Krishna, chanting about him, we are safe. If we are in a train remembering Krishna, we are safe. We are in the car remembering Krishna, we are safe. On the other hand, we could be sitting in a temple and the mind is somewhere else, we are not safe. Main thing is, vismartavyo na jatuchit. Think of Krishna, think of Radha and Krishna, and never forget them. This is the essence of all advice. Especially when we have human life, we have association of devotees, and we have a festival like Radhaṣṭamī, Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima. Moment to moment, mind must be at the lotus feet of Sri Hari. This is the essence. Narayana smarana hina jana jaganya. Most sinful person is he who forgets Narayana. On the other hand, somebody who remembers Krishna, he is most fortunate. Apavitra pavitro va sarvavastam gatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhahyabhyantara shuchi. This mantra is said, not that by saying the mantra we become purified. This mantra is said so that we remember that we are supposed to remember Radha and Krishna. If we sit in front of the deities and focus, remember their forms and chant Hare Krishna with all our heart, that is bhakti. Bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga, bhakti yoga dhan. Bhakti yoga Krishna nam smarana krandan. Chaitanya Bhagavat says, what is bhakti? Bhakti means remembering Krishna and weeping in separation from him. This is bhakti. So to completely absorb our mind, completely, without any deviation. In Narada Bhakti Sutra also, Sri Narad Muni has said, the essence of all advice, drown your mind at the ocean of Radha and Krishna's beautiful glories. This is the aim of our life. Our mind has to be at their lotus feet. Can you imagine when a surgery is performed, somebody is going through pain and a surgery is performed. Sometimes they give general anesthesia and even open heart surgery is performed, the person doesn't get to know. Why? Because the mind is sedated completely. So the person doesn't feel. Even if he's going through pain, he doesn't feel it, physical pain, because the mind is sedated completely. He's not there. He's not there. So imagine if an anesthesia can give us freedom from all pain while being through pain. That mind, if it is at the lotus feet of Sri Hari without deviation and distraction, this is the essence of everything. There is no joy in this world which can distract us, and there is no pain in this world which can distract us. One becomes completely insulated through all problems. Not isolated, but insulated. Isolated means I don't touch anything material. I don't get myself through any circumstance. But insulated means you can walk through anything and nothing touches. Why? Because mind is at the lotus feet of Sri Hari. This is the essence of all advice. This is absolutely the essence of all advice. Yoginam api sarvesham madgaten antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamu mata. Krishna says of all the practitioners, he or she who gives their heart completely to me, without deviation, without distraction, such a person is very dear to me. So it is our duty that if anything is taking our mind away from Krishna, then we should take ourselves away from that thing. Simple. Aim of our life, one principle. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajyatante kalevaram antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. These verses we must remember. To remember Krishna at the time of death, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Absolutely, extremely difficult. We may be In comatose, we may be in coma, we may not be able to remember Krishna. Or it may be an accident which will happen very quickly. We may not remember Krishna. But what we can do is while we are alive, every day, every hour, moment to moment, we can check our mind. Where are the places my mind goes? What are the topics my mind likes to speak? What are the distractions? More the mind goes away from Krishna, bring it back. This is our duty. It's not that the mind won't go to other topics, but sincere is that devotee who brings the mind back as quickly as possible. So what is japa? This is the same thing. We bring the mind back to the form of Krishna. We bring the mind back to the deity of Krishna. We bring the mind back to the holy name of Krishna. We bring the mind back to a prayerful mood at the lotus feet of Krishna. It's very difficult to remember Krishna. Very, very difficult. When Krishna says man mana, who can do this? Who can give their mind completely to Krishna? Very difficult for us. Smallest things can distract us away from Krishna. Smallest things. We will finish this class. Next moment, somebody will talk something, mind is gone. 1 hour we hear something, and then 1 second somebody asks something, the mind is gone. So giving our mind to Krishna is very difficult. Therefore, abhyasa, practice is needed. Moment to moment to moment. We have to focus at the lotus feet of Krishna. This is very important. This is the essence of everything. The more we try to focus our mind at the lotus feet of Krishna now while we are alive, and especially now when we are young, to that extent the success that we will remember Krishna at the time of death is higher. Therefore, Krishnattvadiya pada pankaja panjarantam adhyaiva me vrishatu manasa rajahamsa pranapayana samaye kapavata pittai kantavarodhana vidau smaranam kutaste. My dear Lord, how will I remember you at the time of death? My body will go through so much pain. Kulasekhar, King Kulasekhar Alvar says, my body will go through so much pain, my dear Lord. I can't remember you at the time of death. But you are Namav Pankaja Nabhaya, Namav Pankaja Maline, Namav Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. You're a lotus forest, lotus garden. Your feet are lotus, your palms are lotus, your eyes are lotus, your face is lotus, your navel is lotus. From that navel lotus comes a lotus on which Brahmaji appears. You wear garlands which are lotus. So you are completely lotus. And I want to be a Paramahamsa. I want to be a white swan. And what do white swans do? They intertwine their neck around the stem of the lotus. So Krishna, your feet are lotus. And I want to be a white swan, pure Vaishnav. So may my neck, my throat intertwine itself around your lotus feet. Just like the white swan, it intertwines its neck around the stem of the lotus. Similarly, while I am alive, may my throat, through japa, through kirtan, through preaching, through singing the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, may this throat, while being alive, intertwine itself in remembering you by trapping it around the lotus stem of your feet. So we must try while we are alive. Because at the time of death, what will happen, we don't know. When we get old, we don't know. We may get some mental disorder, we may have some illness, we may not be able to remember Krishna. But now when we have time, why distract? Why should we distract? Because this is very important to remember Krishna, and we can do it by ourselves. Therefore, we need mercy. Therefore, we need mercy. We need mercy of our Guru. We need mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And ultimately, we need mercy of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani is the greatest devotee of Krishna. Just like it is described, Ye me bhakta jana parthana me bhaktaschate jana. Mad bhaktanam cha ye bhakta te me bhakta tamamata. If somebody tries to be Krishna Das, directly trying to remember Krishna, we may not be able to succeed. Krishna says, such a devotee is not my devotee. But those who take shelter of my devotees, they are actually my devotees, Krishna says. And of all the devotees, Tatra Radha Bidhamama. Radharani is the highest. Radharani is the purest. Radharani is the sweetest. Radharani is most beautiful. Vaidagdha Sindhu Anuragara Saika Sindhu, Vatsalya Sindhu Ratisandra Kripaika Sindhu, Lavanya Sindhu Amrita Chavi Rupa Sindhu, Śrī Rādhika Spuratume Ridhikeli Sindhu, Lavanya Sara Rasasara Sukhaika Sare, Karunya Sara Amrita Chavi Rupa Sare, Vaidagdha Sara Ratikeli Vilasa Sare, Radha Bidha Mama Manokhila Sara Sare. She is the ocean of compassion. She is the ocean of beauty. She is the ocean of cleverness. She is the ocean of tricks. She is the ocean of wisdom. She is the ocean of musical expertise. She is the ocean of motherly love. She is the ocean of love for Krishna. Therefore, if we can get one drop mercy from this 7 Sindhus, 7 oceans, Sapta Sindhu. In Bhagavatam, we see there is an ocean of salt water, ocean of honey wine or liquor, an ocean of this and that. But Radharani has been described as the embodiment of 7 oceans. She is the ocean, Vaidagdha Sindhu. She is the ocean of very smart, cleverly pastimes. She knows how to serve Krishna very intelligently. Vaidagdha Sindhu, Anuragra Saika Sindhu. She is the ocean of Madhuri Rati. Vaidagdha Sindhu, Anuragra Saika Sindhu, Vatsalya Sindhu. She is the ocean of motherly love. Motherly love. Raghunath Das Goswami Pad has said the greatest mother, motherly, is Śrī Rādhāṛani. Śrī Rādhāṛani. She loves her maid servants like nobody can love anybody anywhere. Nobody, absolutely nobody. So Srila Prabhupada has also commented very lovingly in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, explaining Srimati Radharani to be Jagan Mata, because that term has been used by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Of course, in the Gaudiya Sampradaya, the relationship to Radharani is not that of a child to a mother. It is that of a servant to the master. There is Dasya Rati to Radharani. There is no Vatsalya Rati to Radharani. However, in Tattva, it is to be understood just like Krishna is Sarva Avatar. He is the avatari to Sarva Avatar. Similarly, Sarva Amshini Radha. Radharani is the source of all Shaktis. And therefore, just like Krishna is Pita Aham Asya Jagataha, Radharani is the Mata to the whole world. If Parvati Devi can be considered mother, if Durga Devi can be considered as Ambika, Chandi, so then why not Radharani, from whom all the Shaktis manifest? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained this, Sri Rup Goswami Pad has explained this, that Radharani is the source of all Shakti Tattva. Radharani controls everyone, including Chandravali, including Gopis, including the Mathura Ramanis, the queens in Mathura, including the queens in Dwaraka, including the Lakshmis of Vaikuntha. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavi Tabirya Eva Nija Rupa Taya Kalabhi Golokam Eva Nivasatyakilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Sri Jeev Goswami Pad has explained this verse so brilliantly. He says Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Ananda is Radharani and Chit Shakti is Krishna. And when they meet, Radha and Krishna meet in Braj to perform sweet pastimes, to absorb all of our minds and hearts and soul completely, that is called Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. It is the loving emotion. It is the beautiful transcendental mellow of the meeting of Radha and Krishna. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, but Pratibhavitavi. Radharani is so kind. She's so merciful. Even on Krishna, she sees that when one Radharani is pleasing Krishna so much, she's serving Krishna so much, she's fulfilling Krishna so much, she's able to decorate the whole forest of Vrindavan as Brinda, one Sakhi. Then Radharani feels, if I can manifest into so many more Radhas, then Krishna will be served so many more times. So it is Radharani alone who manifests as Lalita Devi. It is Radharani only who appears as Vishakha Devi, as Sudevi, as Ranga Devi, as Chitra, as Champakalata, as Tungavidya, as all the Sakhis, as all the Ashta Sakhis. It is Radharani alone who manifests. It is Radharani alone who manifests as the opposite camp of Sakhis. It is Radharani alone who appears as the friendly camp of Sakhis. It is Radharani alone when Krishna leaves and goes to Dwaraka. Rupa Goswami Pad has said, it is Radharani alone who manifests as Satyabhama Devi and follows Krishna to Dwaraka. It is Radharani alone when Krishna becomes Vishnu and enters Vaikuntha. It is Radharani alone who manifests as Lakshmi Devi. When Krishna decides to be Ekapatni Vratastitaha, Maryada Purushottam Ramachandra, it is Amsha, it is a part of Radharani alone who becomes Sita Devi. So, one must understand that all the avatars, Keshavadhrita, Dashavidharupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. It is Krishna alone who is the source of all avatars. It is Radharani alone who is the incarnation, who is the source of all Shaktis. By her mercy, one can attain the mercy of Krishna. Otherwise, not possible, not possible, not possible. Satyam Satyam Puna Satyam Satyam Eva Puna Puna Vina Radha Prasadena Mat Prasado Nalabhyate. Whichever sthai bhav we want to attain in Vrindavan, still we need the blessings of the Queen. We can't bypass her. We can't bypass her. Everybody bows down to Srimati Radharani. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has said, if Vrindavan is a wheel, Radharani is the central fulcrum. She is the central point. She is the pivotal point. She is the center. She is Vrindavana Chakravartini. If there is a chakra, then the center is called Chakravartini. Chakravartini means the queen, but it also means the center to a wheel. So Vrindavan is a wheel which keeps moving in ecstatic service to Krishna, and Radharani is the center. So by taking shelter of her, like a desperate child takes shelter of one's mother, just like a servant takes shelter of the master, one will attain all auspiciousness. It is Radharani who has manifested as Vrindavan Dham, so that Krishna, when he walks, he can find so much joy. Vrindavanam punyam ativa chakratuhu. Vrindavan finds joy when Krishna steps on her. At the same time, pravishad gita kirtihi. When Krishna enters, Vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishad gita kirtihi. There in that word swapadaramanam, Radharani has been hinted in Srimad Bhagavatam. We may say, where is Radharani in Srimad Bhagavatam? Well, Radharani is there throughout in Srimad Bhagavatam. So many verses where Radharani's presence is found. Pancha yojana vistirna dhamacha hridayam mama. This Vrindavan Dham is Radharani's heart. So therefore, Krishna leaves the whole village and enters this forest, because he's entering the heart of Srimati Radharani. And because he's walking in this forest, Vrindaranyam swapada ramanam. Swapada, his own feet. Ramanam, frolics. So swapada is Krishna's feet on the forest of Vrindavan, taking the services of Srimati Radharani, and swapada ramanam is Radha Ramanam, is Radha Raman. Krishna's frolicking in the forest, because this forest is Srimati Radharani. Every aspect of the forest is Srimati Radharani. The breeze of this forest is the breathing of Radharani. The Gandoham Prithivyamcha, the fragrance of this forest is the fragrance of Śrī Rādhā's lotus feet. The beauty of this forest is the beauty of Srimati Radharani. Therefore, yadi duram gata Krishna vanashobhe kshanayatam aham purvam iti samsprishyare mere. Even if sometimes Krishna leaves his friends and goes to see the beauty of this forest, Shukdev Goswami says, Vanashobha. He goes to see the beauty of this forest. And what is that beauty? It is Srimati Radharani's beauty, which is the beauty of Sri Vrindavan Dham. So Vanashobha means the beauty of the forest. So that means the physical beauty of this forest, beautiful leaves, beautiful flowers, beautiful chirping birds. That is all ultimately Srimati Radharani and nobody else. Radha karavachita pallava ballarike, Radha padanka vilasan madhurasthalike, Radha yasho mukharamatta khagavalike, Radha vibhara vipine ramatam manome. Sri Vrindavan Dham is none different from Radharani. None different. Therefore, when you enter Sri Vrindavan Dham, Mero Vrindavan. Mero Vrindavan. Why Mero Vrindavan? Why attachment to this beautiful land of Vrindavan? Because this beautiful land of Vrindavan is Srimati Radharani. No difference. No difference. Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati has said, every flower of this forest is personally handpicked by the maidservants of Srimati Radharani, who are directed by Srimati Radharani. Just like you can see in the prayers of Kunti Devi, Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Brushrusha Bhavani Drig Rajanya Hamsa Dahanana Pavarga Virya Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara Yogeshwara Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. It has been described that Krishna is called Krishna Sakha. Interesting. Krishna is called Krishna Sakha. Krishna is the friend of Krishna. Wow, what does that mean? Well, Arjuna also is called Krishna. Arjuna is called Krishna. One name of Arjuna is Krishna. Why? Because whatever Krishna wants, Arjuna does. Just like what we think our hand does. Therefore, there's no difference between, we don't see a difference between our hand and us. When we want something, we want a little marker, we want a watch, we want something on the table, we pick it up with our hand. And therefore, we see our hand non-different from us because what we want, our hand does. Arjuna is like that. Krishna wants and Arjuna will shoot the arrow. So therefore, one name of Arjun is Krishna. And therefore, Krishna is called Krishna Sakha, the friend of Arjun, who's also called Krishna. So therefore, Krishna is Krishna Sakha, the friend of Krishna. And that Krishna refers to Arjun. So if this is the relation devotees have, pure devotees, Pandavas have with Krishna outside Vrindavan, can you imagine the sync, the resonance that is there in the maidservants of Srimati Radharani with Srimati Radharani's lotus feet? What level of surrender they have? It's unparalleled. It's unparalleled. They personally handpick. Karavachita Pallava Vallarike. They personally handpick the leaves of Vrindavan, the flowers of Vrindavan, the fruits of Vrindavan, the berries in the beautiful creeper of Vrindavan. And they handstring garlands for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. Gathiya Malatir Mala Diba Duhar Gale. Where does that come from? It comes from Narottam Das Thakur, who is a maidservant of Srimati Radharani. So this forest of Vrindavan is so special. It is so special. There is nothing like Sri Vrindavan Dham. And glorifying Radharani is glorifying Vrindavan. And glorifying Vrindavan is glorifying Radharani. Therefore, Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati has said, this land is amazing. Every leaf, every flower, every fruit, every bud, every little berry is picked by Śrī Rādhā's personal hands through her maidservants. And Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhurasthalike. And this forest is imprinted by the signs and symbols and the dust of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet. No other place in the whole creation has the fortune of having the lotus foot dust of Śrī Rādhārani. Nowhere else. Actually, no other place has the fortune of even the foot dust of Sri Krishna's lotus feet. Nowhere else. Everywhere else, Thakurji wears paduka and he hides the dust. As soon as he leaves Vrindavan, Krishna will wear padukas. He will wear slippers. So you can see in Dwaraka, you can see in Vaikuntha, everywhere he has slippers, he has padukas. Therefore, you will find the verse, Kirita Koti Dita Padha Pitha, that the crowns of the devatas are worshipping the footstool where Krishna places his padukas. Krishna keeps his padukas on a asan. So Bhagavatam describes the devatas, they come to Dwaraka to take shelter of Krishna, and the crowns of the devatas worships the asan where the padukas are placed. It's interesting. It's spoken in so much indirect mood. Instead of saying that the devatas are bowing down to Krishna, that will be big thing, lot of glory to the devatas. They are having personal opportunity to bow down to Krishna. So instead Bhagavatam says, Kirita Koti Idita Pada Pitha, the footstool, the asan where the padukas are placed, that asan is being worshipped by the jewels on the crown of the devatas. Which means there is a footstool. Which means there is a place where the padukas are placed, which means there is paduka. But in Vrindavan, ततश्च पौगंड वयश्रितौ व्रजे बभूवतस्तौ पशुपाल सम्मतौ गाश्चारयन्तो सखिभिः सममृतं वृंदावनम पुण्यम अतीव चक्रतुः. Only in Sri Vrindavan Dham Krishna walks barefoot. Everybody walks barefoot. Srimati Radharani holds her cloth and walks barefoot in Braj. The tinkling of her ankle bells has the power to eclipse all the sweet sounds in the whole of the material creation and the spiritual creation. The chanting of the Vedas done by the sages in Maharlok, Janalok and Tapalok can be completely eclipsed by the sound of one bell at the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani's ankles. So wonderful, this land of Sri Vrindavan. So Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhurasthali ke. These beautiful dust of Sri Vrindavan Dham who are imprinted by the signs and symbols of Radha's lotus feet. How do we know this? Anaya aradhito nunam bhagavan harireshwaram. Yanno vihaya govinda pritoyam anayadraha. When Krishna left the Raspanchadhyay, the Rasa Leela described in the Raspanchadhyay, the gopis went searching for Krishna. And there they saw Krishna's footprints alongside the footprints of Srimati Radharani. So then all the gopis bowed down and they said, we are not as advanced as this one gopi because Krishna has left 100 crore gopis. If Krishna, imagine he was very lusty man, he would not be able to, if there are 100 gopis, why he will let go of one gopi and still be with 100 crore gopis. But he is giving up 100 crore gopis, Shata Koti gopi, Madhava mon, Rakhite narilo korilo jaton, Venu gite dake radhikar naam, Esho Shri Radhe dake esham. Krishna is leaving the whole of Vrindavan. He is leaving all the Sakhis, all the gopis. Because the love, the transcendental Divya Unmad, the Madanakya Mahabhav, the unparalleled, intoxicated devotion, uninterrupted, unconditional, transcendental loving service of Srimati Radharani cannot be matched. Therefore, Krishna can leave everybody and he walks with Srimati Radharani. So, the gopis are looking at the imprints of Radha and Krishna's lotus feet on the dust of Vrindavan. And they are saying Anaya. They are not even able to take the name. They are not saying Radhaya. They could have said Radhaya Radhito Nunam Bhagavan Haririshwara. That by Radharani, Krishna has been worshipped so wonderfully. But they are saying Anaya. इनके द्वारा जो आराधना हुई ये इतने महान है कि इनका नाम तक हम मुख में लेने हमारे में सामर्थ्य नहीं. Therefore, they are just saying by her. This is the position of Srimati Radharani. We cannot estimate. Through our Nama Giram Viduraya Manasaschettasamapi, our mind, our tongue has no authority, absolutely no power to remember Srimati Radharani and glorify her. So by the footprints, Krishna has footprints on his lotus feet. Radharani has footprints on her lotus feet. There are many common signs at their lotus feet and many different signs also. So in Vrindavan, when they see footprints of Krishna, they know this is Shyam Sundar. They know this is Shyam Sundar. When they see footprints of Srimati Radharani, they know this is Vrishabhanu Nandini. They know this. And this is so amazing that all the animals, all the birds, they all assist this Leela. They all assist this Leela and they will make sure that they don't overstep on any of these signs and symbols. If Vrishabhanu Nandini Radharani's footprint is there, who has the power to step on that footprint? है किन्हीं में सामर्थ कि राधा रानी जो वृषभानु नंदिनी है, who is the queen of Vrindavan, her footprint has been seen by the dust of Vrindavan. Everybody is busy filling that depression, that impression with tears of affection, of respect. So Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhurasthali ke. Vrindavan is filled with the imprints of Srimati Radharani. Radha Yasho Mukhara Matta Khagavali ke. Between the dust of Vrindavan and the tall trees with fruits and berries of Vrindavan, in the middle on the branches are the birds. Radha Yasho Mukhara Matta Khagavali ke. These birds of Vrindavan, they are amazing. Really amazing. They are fantastic. Prayo batamba vihaga munayo vanesmin Krishne kshitam taduditam kalavenu geetam Aruhyaye druma bhujan ruchira pravalan Shrunvanti milita drisho vigatanya vachaha. These birds of Vrindavan are sages. They are sadhus. They close their eyes. They sit on top of the branch of the tree like sadhus do. Sadhus go in the middle of the forest. They close their eyes. They don't speak a word. Asan lagakar, they are sitting in an asan completely in meditation, tears running from their eyes as they are remembering Bhagwan. And they don't eat anything but fruits. And they give up all the lower fruits of the Vedas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And they're one-pointed meditating without talking or interacting with anyone. And these birds are like that. They climb up to the Shrunvanti milita drisho vigata anya vacha. Vigata anya vacha. They don't speak a word, these birds of Braj. They don't see anybody else. Eyes are closed. Milita drisha. Eyes are closed. Tears are running from their eyes. And they're on top of the highest branch of the tree, which means this tree is considered to be Vedas. And the Vedas offer lower fruits. But the birds of Vrindavan, they don't accept the lower fruits offered by the Vedas. They climb up the highest branch of Prema Bhakti, jaha hoite avidya vinasha jate vede gai jahara charito. The birds are on the highest branch of this tree of Vedic wisdom, of Prema Pumartho Mahan, Braja Prem, Braja Bhakti. And they have given up all the lower branches of Dharmartha Kama Moksha. And they don't interact with anyone. They don't talk to anyone. They don't see anyone. And they sit deep into the forest, only eating the berries which have been touched by the tip of the fingers of the servants of Śrī Rādhā. Bas, only that they will eat. They will not eat anything else. These birds are so wonderful. So wonderful. Really so wonderful. In Vrindavan, the cuckoos are very special. Kokil Pakshi. Very, very special. They sing very high-pitched. Very high-pitched. It is described when the cuckoos sing, it is Pancham Swar. Sa re ga ma pa. Pa mein gaate hain cuckoo. Wo bhi tar saptak ke. In the highest octave, pa is what the cuckoos sing in. Other birds are singing in the lower octave. Mandra saptak, madhya saptak. But as soon as the cuckoos start, they will sing the Pancham Swar. It is described that this Pancham Swar resembles the sound of Krishna's flute, where he calls the gopis. And therefore the cuckoos, to mix into the Madhurya Leelas of Krishna, they match their vocal cord to the Pancham Swar, giving Radharani a little stimulant to come closer to Krishna's flute. And Radharani smiles, because the cuckoos are trying so hard. And when the cuckoos sing, all other birds quieten down. Even if they're chirping and singing, when the cuckoos come in, everybody quieten down. These cuckoos are so amazing. Kokila Pakshi. In fact, in our Braj Mandal, there's a whole Kokilavan. There's a whole Kokilavan devoted to Radha Yasho Mukharmatta Khagavali ke. Those birds who are serving Radha and Krishna in these pastimes. It is amazing, really amazing. In Braj, there is another bird called as the Chakwi bird, Chakwi. Sri Surdas ji has written about the Chakwi Pakshi in his Sur Sagar. Sri Surdas ji, in the Pushti Marg Sampradaya, a disciple of Sripad Vallabhacharya Mahaprabhu, has written in his writings that the Chakwa and the Chakwi, these two birds in Braj are very are unparalleled, they are amazing. Why? Because Chakwa and Chakwi really love each other with all their heart. They are the lovebirds of Vrindavan. So much so that all day long they will sit with one another. Whatever food is collected, they will share 50% with each other. They will talk to one another. They will sing with one another. And when one bird moves, the other also moves. And if one bird dies, the other dies in shock. Cannot live. The Chakwa and the Chakwi cannot have another bird in their life. It is only one person for life. And when sunset comes in, the Chakwa and Chakwi start to weep, because now they cannot see each other. So one goes into the forest and one sits on the bank of a pond where they are meeting. And they're waiting and praying that the sun should rise. And as soon as the Arunoday, the red light of the sun has filled the sky, then the male bird comes from the forest and meets the female on the banks of that same pond. And in this way, the Chakwa and Chakwi live all their life. Sri Surdas ji now, he writes, these birds are stimulants in the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Looking at the Chakwa and Chakwi, Radharani weeps, speaking to Lalita and Vishakha. Hey Lalite, hey Vishakhe, this Chakwa, this Chakwi have more love for each other than I can ever have for Shyamasundar. Look at this Chakwa, he doesn't play the flute. Look at this Chakwa, he doesn't have a threefold bending form. Look at this Chakwa, he doesn't have a peacock feather. Look at this Chakwa, he doesn't have a yellow dhoti. Look at this Chakwa, he doesn't have a form like the Indra Neelamani Manjula Varna. Pulla Nipa Kusumanjita Karna, Krishna Labhira Krishora Zihari, Sundaro Jayati Kunja Vihari, Śrī Rādhā Kunja Vihari Bhagavan ki jai, Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari, Gopi Jana Vallava Girivaradhari, Yashoda Nandana, Vraja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari, Śrī Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai, Śrī Vrishabhanu Nandini Radharani ki jai. So Radharani is telling these birds, I don't have even a drop of the love that these birds have. Do you see an echo of this in Gaura Leela? Hey Swarup Damodar, hey Ramananda Rai, I don't have love for Krishna, says Mahaprabhu. I don't have love for Krishna like these fishes have love for the water. When these fishes are taken out of water, the golden fish cannot live without the bluish water. When it is taken out, it prefers to give up its life and die. But hi, look at me. I have absolutely no love for Krishna. Absolutely no love for Krishna. If I had any love for Krishna, how can I survive? I am not able to see Krishna. I can't hear his flute sound. I can't smell the fragrance of his body. And Mahaprabhu says, look, somehow I am alive, which means I have no love. The fish has more love for water than I have love for Krishna. The source of this mood of Mahaprabhu is in Krishna Leela. Radharani is saying, this Chakwa and Chakwi have more love for each other than I can ever have for Krishna. So now, then Chakwa and Chakwi become the Shiksha Guru, because if they are having more love, then we take shelter of them. So similarly, just like when the sunset comes in and they feel separation, when the sunrise takes place, Radharani feels separation like the Chakwi feels from the Chakwa. So in this way, these birds in Vrindavan also have so many sweet moods. Now coming to Surdas ji. After this, now Sursagar. Surdas ji says, Hey Shyam Sundar, oh dear Krishna, my heart is a Chakwi. And love for you is the Chakwa. Which means may my mind have love for loving you, to serve you, to love you, to remember you, to chant about you, to hear about you. May my heart love that. My heart, I want to be a Chakwa where Krishna Prem is Chakwi. And may these two birds meet at a kund or a sarovar called Charan Sarovar. What is Charan Sarovar? Lotus feet of Krishna. Surdas ji is so amazing. So amazing. Who could believe that he is netrahin? We are the ones who are blind and deaf and dumb and in all ways possible handicapped. Surdas ji is giving light to the whole world. He's saying, in this beautiful Charan Sarovar of your lotus feet, the Chakwa of my mind, hey Krishna, may it meet the Chakwi bird of Krishna Prem. And as these two birds meet, we observe that this pond is full of lotuses. The lotus here in this pond represents your eternal associates who never leave your lotus feet. We are the flying birds who come in and leave. My heart is a Chakwa who comes in and leaves. But the pure Vaishnavas, the pure associates, the gopis of Vrindavan, they are the lotuses blossoming. They are the lotuses who are blossoming in the Charan Sarovar of your lotus feet. And the Vaishnavas of this world, who are like bumblebees, they are humming your glories. They are doing Brahmari Pranayam. Like a Brahmar, they are humming the glories of Radha and Krishna, and they are seeking the nectar of the whirl of this lotus, which means Radharani is the lotus in the pond of Krishna's lotus feet. And those who want to attain that pond, they have to be attracted to the nectar whirl of the lotus of Radha's feet. Service unto Srimati Radharani's lotus feet, the bumblebee gets attracted to the whirl of the lotus, ultimately securing its position in Charan Sarovar. We cannot attain Charan Sarovar, the lotus feet of Krishna, but we can if we become a bumblebee attracted to the whirl nectar of Radha's lotus feet. That will bring here. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada said, "O Radharani, Krishna is yours. Radhar Krishna. Krishna is not mine. You please tell Krishna something about me. Then I have some hope." What we pray to Guru in this world, Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tumar shakoti ache, ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, dai tavo pache pache. So this is for Gurudev. But ultimately the greatest Guru is Radharani. Radhikar prema Guru ami shishya not. The greatest Guru is Krishna. Krishna Mande Jagat Guru. And Radharani is Krishna's Guru because she's the greatest devotee. So Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Koro Ei Dase Trinapekho Atidhin. This whole song can be a prayer for Radharani. Shakole Shamman Korite Shakoti Dehonath Jatha Jatha. Oh Radharani, please bless me with Krishna Prem. Please bless me with good qualities where I can respect everyone. I can tolerate like a tree. I can be humbler than a blade of grass. Yogyata bichare kichu nahi paye tumhara karuna sar. Hey Radharani, I don't have any quality. I don't have any devotion in my heart. Yogyata bichare kichu nahi paye tumhar karuna sar. I am a beggar. I am sitting outside your door in Barsana. I am sitting outside your royal queendom. I am simply knocking as a beggar. Dehonath, oh dear Radharani, I am begging. Yogyata bichare kichu nahi pai. Tomar karuna sar. Karuna na hoile kandiya kandiya pranara rakhibo ar. If you don't fill my begging bowl with the alms, with the money of your mercy, how can I attain any Krishna bhakti? What kind of Krishna bhakta am I if I am not connected to your lotus feet? Therefore, hey Radharani, Krishna se tumar. Krishna is yours. Krishna dite paro, and you have the power to give that love for Krishna into my heart. Tumhare shakoti ache. Hey Brishbhanu Nandini, you are the queen. If I don't beg at your lotus feet, where else can I go? Ami to kangal. I am a beggar. Krishna Krishna boli. I am chanting the name of Krishna, but I know I am not attracting his attention. Yashodarani calls out to Krishna, Krishna will listen. Radharani calls out to Krishna, Krishna will listen. Even in Dwarka, Rukmini and Satyabhama are saying, in the middle of the night, Krishna is calling Yashoda Maya, Nanda Baba. They are calling out to Krishna and Krishna is not listening. What guarantee do we have? What hope do we have? Therefore, we have to connect ourselves to a power source. We have no hope. We have to connect ourselves to the power source. Amito Kangal Krishna Krishna Boli. I am chanting the name of Krishna to attract your heart, O Radharani, so you can shower some mercy. I am chanting Krishna's name. Prabhupada writes in one letter, in one class transcript. Srila Prabhupada says, when we chant the name of Krishna, Krishna may or may not hear because he's Swarat, he's independent. But by chanting the name of Krishna, Radharani listens. Because her thirst to hear about Krishna is unlimited. Unlimited. Sri Rup Goswami Pad has said, Radharani's earrings are not earrings. They are her lobha to hear about Krishna that have manifested a form as the earring. Radharani's kajal is not kajal. Radharani's lobha, greed to see Krishna, is the black sham varaniya kajal on her eyes. So all of the ornaments of Radharani, they are completely Radharani. They are filled with Mahabhav. In another discussion we were discussing, if you take some sugar and you make into a beautiful girl out of that sugar cube, you make a young girl doll out of sugar, then you will see the hair that you make for that girl is also sugar. The slippers for that girl is also sugar. The frock of that girl is also sugar. The face of that girl is also sugar. So Radharani is Krishna Prema Mayi Radha. Radha Prema Mayo Hari. Jivane Nidhane Nityam Radha Krishna Gatir Mama. She is Krishna Prema Mayi. The sugar of Krishna Prem is what she's made of. Mahabhava Swarupa Tvam Krishna Prema Variyasi. Prema Bhakti Prade Devi Radhike Tvam Namamyam. She's not a girl. She's not a woman. She's not a superwoman. She's not a goddess. She's Krishna Prema Mayi. Completely. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti. Who is Radharani? Krishna Pranaya Vikriti. She is the manifestation of Krishna Prem. Unbelievable. Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Shiromani. Ladinero Sar Prem, Prem Sara Bhav, Bhaver Parama Kashtha Nama Mahabhav, Mahabhava Swarupa Śrī Rādhā Thakurani, Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Shiromani. She is the manifestation of Krishna Prem. Completely. Her hair is also Krishna Prem. Her ornaments are also Krishna Prem. Her clothes are also Krishna Prem. Her moods are also Krishna Prem. Her eyelashes are also Krishna Prem. Her eyebrows are also Krishna Prem. She moves her eyes. She moves her eyelashes, her eyebrows. She moves her body. She walks, she dances, she sings. All out of Krishna Prem, out of love for Krishna. Ami to kangal. अरे हमारे हृदय में भी भक्ति नहीं है. शरीर की तो बात ही छोड़ दो. हमारे हृदय में कृष्ण प्रेम नहीं. We have no love for you, Krishna. Hey Radharani, we are chanting Krishna's name so you can hear our chanting and shower some mercy. So it is her lobe to hear about Krishna which has become the earring. This is why Tvayopa Bhoktasra Gandha Vasalankara Charchita Uchishta Bhojano Dasa Tava Mayam Jayemahi. All these things, these ornaments, Uddhavji is saying, the garland of Krishna, the ornaments of Krishna, the dress of Krishna, when a devotee accepts, he crosses cycle of birth and death. So when our deities, we have clothes, we have ornaments, they're all Radharani. Manifestation Radharani. 100% Radharani. It is not to be thought, this is the deity, this is the cloth, separate. This is the deity, this is the ornament, separate. Now, because Radharani is Krishna Premamai. How can that earring touch her ear unless it is Krishna Premamai? Prabhupada writes, unless you're fire, you cannot enter fire. Therefore, we are chanting, we are begging, Sarva Cheta Hara Krishna, Tasya Chittam Haratyasau, Vaidagdhi Sara Vistarai, Atho Radha Haramata. We are chanting Hare Hare, Radhe Radhe in our chanting. And we are chanting Krishna Krishna. But through all of those names, we are only begging Radharani. Because we know Krishna is so great, he will not listen to us. Krishna looks for justice, he looks for purity. But Radharani's mercy potency, Ladini Shakti, pleasure potency, very, very kind, very, very merciful. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad has given pastimes where even if a little calf in Vrindavan gets into a problem, Radharani gives up her sakhis and goes and like a mother takes care of the calf. Rupa Goswami Pad has given a pastime where a calf once was trying to eat grass and she sniffed in and one very sharp blade of grass went into her nose and the calf started to bleed. And Radharani sat there and removed that grass and applied medicinal herbs from the trees and the grass and the herbs of Govardhan and nursed that calf back to health. And when the calf started running and playing, that's when Radharani moved and started performing pastimes with the Sakhis. She's very, very kind. We find the story in Radha Kund of Shivakor, where the fox gets stuck, the jackal gets stuck. And it is Radharani who showers her mercy. So yes, we are a fallen jackal in the well of this world. We may not be at Lalita Kund, but we are stuck in this world. We may be like that calf. We are stuck with the grass thorns of this world, with dukkha. Hey Radharani, please protect us. Please take care of us. Please take care of us. When Radha and Krishna perform pastimes, it is described so wonderfully by our acharyas that they play hide and seek, and we have Krishna's camp, we have Radharani's camp, we have the Sakhas, we have the Sakhis, and both camps are fighting with each other on hide and seek pastimes. And point to be noted is they're all very, very young. So Radharani is less, eternally is 14 years old. But this pastime is taking place when she's younger. So Radharani is hiding, Krishna is hiding when their chance comes in. It's quite interesting. When Radharani closes her eyes and Krishna is hiding, it's very, very easy for her to find. Because she finds suddenly all the peacocks have stood outside one kunj. Because they see that the rain cloud has come here. Shyam Sundar Krishna is in that kunj, is in that forest grove. So all the peacocks, they're standing outside that grove because the peacocks love the rain cloud. And not just that, all the deer are standing outside. They're also stunned. Big, big eyes. The deer are looking into the effulgence that's coming through the dark grove of Braj. All the birds are hovering over. The cuckoos, the parrots, they're all hovering over. So all these different wonderful attributes. Sattva ghora, aghora sattva nishevita. All the mild, loving, conducive animals and birds are outside the grove. Therefore, even now at Govardhan there is a village. It's called as Mrigahara. That is the original name. But now in Vrindavan it's called Mrigera. Mrigera Gaon. There's a village called Mrigera. And that comes from this pastime. Mrigahara. Krishna is Mrigahara because he's so sweet. Madhuram madhuram vapurasya vibho. Madhuram madhuram vadanam madhuram. Madhugandhim mridhusmitam etadaho. Madhuram 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 madhuram. Krishna is so wonderful. His body is so wonderful. His face is even more wonderful. Krishna's breathing, Krishna's smile, his words, his singing. Everything is so sweet. Madhu gandhim mridhusmitam etadaho. Sri Leelashuk Bilva Mangal Thakur has said, on the sweetness of the sweetness of the sweetness. Krishna's body is madhuram, face is more madhuram. On that, the smile, the words, the breath, the fragrance from the mouth, so intoxicating. So all the bumblebees are hovering there. All the parrots are hovering there. All the deer, Mrigahara. Krishna has stolen the heart of all the Mrigas. They are there. From there where the village gets Mrigera. This Apabrahms goes on. Original Sanskrit name, and then with time it disintegrates into the Braj Bhasha name. So Mrigahara, Krishna is called Mrighar because he steals the heart of the deer in this pastime. And the village is called Mrigera Gaon. There's no other place in the whole world where lanes, villages, places are named after Leelas of Radha and Krishna. Nowhere. Nowhere. If you see places in America, they'll have different names. They'll have Stone Mountain, Blood Mountain, Red Mountain. But they will not have Giriraj. They will not. The mountain which actually matters is not the name that's found here. But Vrindavan is the only place where you'll find Kosi Gaon, Chhat Gaon, Mrigera Gaon, Parsoli Gaon, village, forests, streets, Prem Gali, Kunj Gali. Even Gali are named after Krishna. Sunraggaon. So amazing. No place like Vrindavan Dham. Absolutely no place. Because this is the Leela Vihar Sthali. This is the Vinod Sthali. This is the Vilasa Sthali of Radha and Krishna. So during this Leela also, very easy for Radharani to find Krishna. So easy. She goes and finds Krishna very quickly. And then when Krishna has to find Srimati Radharani, all the birds, all the animals, they're all on her side. So when she's hiding, they're all going somewhere else to distract Krishna. So Krishna goes all around searching because the birds have split everywhere because their purpose is to serve Vrishabhanu Nandini Radharani. So in this way, such beautiful, beautiful pastimes, and all of this are included in Radha Karavachita Pallava Vallarike, Radha Padanka Vilasan Madhurasthalike, Radha Yasho Mukharamatta Khakavalike. Prabodhananda Saraswati says, the berries, the leaves, the fruits are also supporting this hide and seek Leela. The imprints. Sometimes you will see that the peacocks, with their beak, they will make imprints, which is like rangoli outside a certain grove. So Krishna will be convinced, oh, if the peacocks have made rangoli here, Radharani may have walked from this place. But no, Radharani has not walked there. These peacocks are making rangoli here to distract Krishna. Radha padanka vilasan madhurasthalike. And it is so interesting, so interesting. Radharani can communicate to these birds. She can communicate to these animals. She can communicate to the leaves, the fruits, the flowers. She doesn't even have to open her mouth. Radharani has to simply glance and they understand what she feels in her heart. If Radharani has to find Krishna in hide and seek, everyone participates. Everyone takes shelter of Radharani's camp. Sometimes Radharani can, even with the tip of her toenail, she can write a few hints and signs on the dust of Vrindavan, and the birds and animals can read it. How amazing is this? Radha padanka vilasan madhurasthalike. Just by the tip of her toenail, she can scratch a few patterns on the surface. She doesn't even have to talk. Even while hiding, she can make some patterns. Even while seeking, she can make patterns. And sometimes in the presence of Jatila and Kutila also, she can make some patterns. And the birds know what to do just by reading the sign language. So, sign language is not just here. It appears there. So just like in Krishna Leela, Radharani with the tip of her toenail can scratch the surface, the dust of Vrindavan, and find Krishna when he is hiding. Similarly, Mahaprabhu, Krishna in the mood of Radharani, he with the tip of his fingernails, he writes on the sand in Jagannath Puri. And then by writing with his hand, by searching under that place, he finds Tota Gopinath. So just like Radharani in the hiding can find Krishna by the tip of her toenail, similarly in that mood, Krishna as Mahaprabhu, by the tip of his fingernail, he can write the name of Krishna on the sand of Jagannath Puri and just move the sand and find Tota Gopinath and gift it to Gadadhar Pandit, who is ultimately Radharani. So it all comes back. Radharani is trying to find Krishna and she finds Krishna. Krishna is so amazed. How did she do that? He becomes her as Mahaprabhu and then finds Tota Gopinath, who's Krishna, and gives that Krishna back to Radharani. So the cycle is complete. How wonderful. This is Radha Vihara Vipine Ramatam Manome. Śrī Vrindavan Dham is the Radha Vihara Vipin. It is the forest of Radharani's pastimes. Radharani's swing pastime. Radharani's boat festival pastime. Radharani's dice pastime. Pash Krida. Radha and Krishna have chess games also. And Krishna loses all those games because Radharani has Lalita, Vishakha. We don't need any chess engines or you don't need any artificial intelligence. They are the real intelligence. And they know how to conquer this game of chess where the fair and dark complexion pieces are battling each other from the side of Radha and Krishna. Where the king, the dark king, surrenders and accepts defeat in front of the white queen. Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini ki. So they are playing chess and Krishna loses. They are having debates and Krishna loses. So many wonderful pastimes. Bhagwan is Bhagwan all the time. Krishna is Bhagavan, no doubt. Chintamani Jayati Soma Girir Gurur me Shiksha Guruscha Bhagavan Shikipicha Mauli Yadpada Kalpataru Pallava Shekhareshu Leela Swayamvara Rasam Labhate Jayashri. Here you can see Sri Bilva Mangal Thakur Leela Shuk. He uses the word Bhagavan and Shikipicha Mauli back to back. Krishna is Bhagavan. But in Vrindavan he is Shikipicha Mauli. He is he who wears peacock feathers. So this shows something amazing, really amazing, that as Bhagavan, he has all of his leelas. All of his leelas. You can see in this world, somebody may wear a peacock feather, but he's not Bhagavan. And the Lord appears as Bhagavan, Matsya Kurma Varaha Nrasimha, but he may not run around in Vrindavan with a peacock feather. But this is amazing meeting, where Bhagavan wears a peacock feather and runs with Gunjaberry. Therefore, Shiksha Guruscha Bhagavan Shikhi Picha Mauli. He is Bhagavan, but in Braj, he is Shikhi Pichadhari. He is the one who wears peacock feathers. He is having Gunjamala. He is having his flute. Krishna looks so beautiful in Vrindavan. Yasya Ananam Makara Kundala Charu Karana. Brajat Kapola. Bhagavatam describes in the 9th canto, 24th chapter, text 65. Shukdev Goswami can't even wait for the start of the 10th canto. In 9th canto itself, he starts saying, Krishna is so beautiful. Yasyananam makara kundala charu karna. Brajat kapola subhagassa vilasa hasam. Nityotsavam natatripu dhrishibhi pibantyo naryo narashtra mudita kupita nimeshcha. And this verse is so amazing, glorifying Krishna, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has used that description in his Sanatan Shiksha while speaking to Sanatan Goswami. So Shukdev Goswami says, how is Krishna? Yasya ananam, his face, makara kundala, with beautiful fish-like earring. Yasya ananam, makara kundala, charukarna. Earring is okay, but ear is more beautiful. Therefore, the word charu has not been used for the kundal, but it has been used for karna. Charu means beauty. So, yasyananam makara kundal. कान के कुंडल कैसे हैं? मकर के कुंडल. It's fish shaped. But the ear is charu karna. The ear is so beautiful. Param padam bhushana bhushanangam. Vismapanam swasya chasau bhagarde. Param padam bhushana bhushanangam. It is not that the ornaments ornament Krishna. When the ornaments come on the ear ornaments the ornaments. The ears decorate the decoration. That's how beautiful Krishna is. Barha pidam natavara vapu karnayo karnikaram ityadi. How wonderful. Naumi dhyatebra vapushe tadidambaraya ityadi. So beautiful. Shamam hiranya paridhim vanamalya barha. Dhatu praval natavesham anuvratamse vinyastam hastamitarena dhunanumabjam karnotpalalaka kapola mukhabjahasam. Shukdev Goswami describes how beautiful is Krishna. He is bluish black rain-filled monsoon cloud with a lightning like dhoti. Shamam hiranya paridhim vanamalya, and he has forest flower garlands on his chest. And barha, he has so many peacock feathers. Shamam hiranya paridhim vanamalya barha. And dhatu praval, he has gopi dots. He has leaf marks on his. They take leaf and imprint it wonderfully on chandan, and they make marks on his cheek. So wonderful. They make marks on his cheek. And dhatu pravala natavesham anuvratamse. And he has gunja earrings, gunja necklace, and he looks like Natavara. Here also it says dhatu pravala natavesha. He is in the mood of a dancer. Krishna is so happy. So happy. Gopa vesha venu kara nava kishor natavara. Gopa vesh. When you see somebody who is a Brahmana, you may get scared. He may curse. Durvasa Muni may curse. Agastya Rishi may curse. Bhrigu may kick on the chest. So if somebody is a Brahmana, we may get scared. If somebody is a Kshatriya, we may get scared that he may use his weapon to discipline us. If somebody is a Shudra, we may think he may manipulate us today or tomorrow. He is servant today, but tomorrow he may take over us. He may steal something from our house. Therefore, Krishna has appeared as Gopa Vesha. He has come as a cowherd boy. Neither a Brahmana, nor a Kshatriya, nor a Shudra. And in that also, Venukara. If somebody plays the flute, we naturally get attracted. Somebody sings or plays instrument, we get attracted. If somebody plays the flute, even birds, even deer gets attracted. So Gopavesh, in that Venukar. First of all, he is in cowherd boy form, and then he plays the flute to attract our hearts. And then Nava Kishore Natavara. And he's also so young, and he's dancing so happily. Who won't get attracted to this Krishna? Nara Leela. It is described in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Krishnero Joteko Khela Naravato. The Nara Leela is the highest of all the pastimes of the Lord. Matsya Kurma Varaha Nrasima. When he appears in human form, oh, he is most beautiful. He is most beautiful. Therefore, he is Bhagavan. But he is Shikipichamoli. He is so beautiful. He is so amazing. Therefore, it is described. Vinyasta hastamitarena dhunanum abjam. He has one hand on the shoulder. Krishna has one hand on the shoulder of Subal. And with the other hand, he has a Krida Kamal, Leela Kamal. He is having a lotus that he is strolling with so much affection. Karnot Kala. Then he has a lotus here. And Alaka Kapola. He has curly hair on his forehead, which he keeps tucking into his pagdi on his turban. And mukhabja hasam, he has a lotus face with a smile. This Krishna, who is so beautiful, Yadpada kalpataru pallava shekhareshu lila swayam vararasam labhate jayashri. Bilva Mangal Thakur, Leela Shuk Bilva Mangal Thakur says, this Krishna who wins the heart of the whole world has completely surrendered his heart at the lotus feet of Vrishabhanu Nandini. She is so much more beautiful than Krishna. She is so much more attractive than Krishna. She is so much more qualified than Krishna. She is so much more magnanimous and merciful than Krishna. In fact, she is so much more opulent than Krishna. Certainly. Vrishabhanu Maharaj has more money than Nanda Maharaj. This has been described by Śrī Rādhā Das Goswami. That Vrishabhanu Maharaj has more wealth than Nanda Maharaj. Therefore, if you ask who is the king of Vrindavan, there are two kings. Vrishabhanu Maharaj and Nanda Maharaj. Both of them are kings of Braj Mandal. And this has been hinted. Akshanmatam bhalamidam na param vidam. Sakhya pashu anuviveshayator vayasyai. Vaktram vrajesha sutayor anuvena jushtam yairva nipitam anurakta kataksha moksham. So in that verse, it is described that the perfection of the eyes is to have darshan of Vrajesha Sutayo, the two sons of Nanda Maharaj. Because the word is Vraja Isha Sutayo. Vraja is Vrindavan, Isha is king, and Sutayo means two sons or two children. So it means Krishna and Balaram for Nanda. To have darshan of Krishna and Balaram, who are children of Nanda Maharaj, is the perfection of our eyes. But the gopis have hid their inner meaning there. How? Vaktram Vraja Isha Sutayo. Vraja Isha Sutayo means Vraja Isha Suta, Vraja Isha Suta. This samas is so wonderful. That having the darshan of the face of the son of the king of Vrindavan, Krishna, son of Nanda, and having darshan of the face of the daughter of the king of Braja, Vrishabhanu Nandini, the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj. So, Vaktram Vrajesha Sutayor Anuvenu Jushtam, perfection of our eyes. One meaning is to have darshan of the two sons of Nanda Maharaj, Krishna and Balaram, or to have darshan of the two children of the kings of Braj. The having darshan of the son of Nanda Maharaj and the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, because they are both Vraja Isha. They are both the king of Vrindavan. So in this way, Radharani's name has been hidden even in Venugit. Vaktram Vrajesha Sutayoranu Venu Jushtam Yairvani Pitam Anurakta Kataksha Moksha. You see, Radharani's name has been imprinted throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. Throughout. You can find Radharani everywhere. It's so amazing. Really so amazing. Shukdev Goswami has so lovingly presented and at the same time without making himself fall in ecstasy. Because if he says Radha, he names Radharani, then he will fall in ecstasy. So before Takshak bites Parikshit Maharaj, the Takshak of Krishna Prem will bite Shukadev Goswami and he will faint before Parikshit Maharaj. So therefore, throughout Srimad Bhagavatam, Shukdev Goswami will glorify Radharani by saying Vanashobha, the beauty of the forest of Braj. Or she who is the daughter of the king of Braj. And उसको समास में इस तरह सजाया है, इतनी सुंदर समास में लगाया, ऐसे लगता है कि वृंदावन के राजा के दो बच्चे. So naturally it feels that the two children of Nanda Maharaj. But it means Vraja Isha Suta and Vraja Isha Suta, the son of Nanda and the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj. So having darshan of the face of Radha Sham Sundar, Akshan Matam Phalamidam na Param Vidhama. There is nothing more for the eyes than having darshan of Radha and Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful, but Radharani is so much more beautiful. Her love for Krishna is unparalleled, unbelievable. Therefore, bhajami radham aravinda netram, smarami radham madhurasmitasyam, vadami radha karuna bharadram tatho mamanyasti gati na kapi. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami Pad has said, Hey Radharani, I take shelter of your eyes. Bhajami radham aravinda netram. I do bhajan of your eyes. Smarami radham madhurasmitasyam. And I remember your smiling face. Vadami Radha Karuna Bharadram. Hey Radharani, I walk around speaking your glories to everyone because you may have many servants, but I have only one queen. I have only one Swamini. I have only one Praneshwari. Makheshwari, Kriyeshwari, Swadeshwari, Sureshwari. मदेश्वरी प्रियेश्वरी स्वदेश्वरी सुरेश्वरी त्रिवेद भारतीश्वरी प्रमाण शासनेश्वरी रमेश्वरी क्षमेश्वरी प्रमोद काननेश्वरी ब्रजेश्वरी ब्रजाधिपे श्री राधिके नमोस्तुते. I remember when my Guru Maharaj named my deities as Bhanu Nandini. Just before that, when I took my deities to my Guru Maharaj, I was thinking, what name will Maharaj bless? Is it going to be Radha Shyam Sundar? Is it going to be Radha Madhav? Is it going to be Radha Govinda Dev, Radha Gopinath? And Guru Maharaj looked at Radharani and said, Ye Bhanu Nandini hai. That this is Bhanu Nandini, which is Brishabhanu Nandini, daughter of Brishabhanu Maharaj. And the first thought I was thinking in my mind when Maharaj named like that, so what name is Krishna going to get? Because their name generally is Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govind, Radha Gopinath. So if Radharani starts by Bhanu Nandini, so how is it going to be? And Guru Maharaj looked at my Krishna for quite some time. And then he said, Shri Krishna. His name is Shri Krishna. So my deities got the name Bhanu Nandini Shri Krishna. And then I became so curious to know where in Shastra are the references for the name Bhanu Nandini. So in Radha Kripa Kataksha Stavarat Stotram, you can see in the starting, Munindra Brinda Bandite, Triloka Shoka Harini, Prasanna Bhaktra Pankaje, Nikunja Bhu Vilasini, Brajendra Bhanu Nandini, Brajendra Sunu Sangate, Kadakarishasi Hamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. O Bhanu Nandini, O daughter of Brishabhanu Maharaj, you please, Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam, please bless me by just looking at me. आप यदि दृष्टि करो, शास्त्र describes that just by the darshan, darshane pavitra karo e tumar gun. Pure Vaishnavas are such that when we look at them, we become purified. What more when they look at us? And of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, of all the sadhus, of all the sampradayas, of all the great names, of all the Mahajanas, Radharani is number one. She's topmost. So therefore, if she glances, एमो न दयाल प्रभु नाही त्रिभुवने कृष्ण प्रेम होए जार दूर दर्शने. How does Mahaprabhu get this mood? That by glancing he infuses Krishna prema in others, because it is Radharani. Krishna glances, he doesn't give prema. He attracts the heart, no doubt. But he doesn't infuse prema in the heart of someone who doesn't have prema. It is Radharani who can give. Unless we have it, we can't give it. Krishna has love for his devotees. And Radharani has love for Krishna. So if we want Krishna prem, then we pray to Radharani. And if we want love for Krishna's devotees, we pray to Krishna. And we pray to Radha and Krishna, then we love Krishna and his devotees. So, Kada Karishasi Hamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. So first verse has the name Bhanu Nandini. And the last verse says, Iti mamat bhutam sthavam nishamya Bhanu Nandini karotu santatam janam kripa kataksha bhajanam bhavait tadaiva sanchita trirupa karma nashanam bhavet tada brajendra sonu mandala praveshna. By the blessings of Srimati Radharani, we enter the pastimes of Krishna. Therefore, tatho mamanyasti gati na kapi. Hey Radharani, I am making lofty plans. I am hearing about Krishna and reading about Krishna, but I have no sambandha to Krishna. Radharani, you are Karunamayi. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite Gokula Taroni Mandala Mahite. When Srila Prabhupada sang this as early as 1967, 1968, on the day of Radhāṣṭamī, Srila Prabhupada sang Radhe Jai Jai Madhava Daite. And when he came to this stanza of Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite, Srila Prabhupada explained, Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite, great personalities like the four Kumaras, who are related to Brahma, they are godbrothers of Narada Muni. Why are they praying to an ordinary girl? Varnita Charite, why are they glorifying the qualities of Radharani? Because Prabhupada explained, Gokula Taroni Mandala Mahite. Of all the Brajbasis, Of all the Braja Gopis, Radharani is the Mukutmani. She is the crown. She is not an ordinary girl. Therefore, most merciful Radharani, Prabhupada said, Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite. You are so kind. You are so merciful. Your heart melts so quickly. Can we take a flame spark and a matchstick and throw it into the ocean and expect the ocean to flare up? No. You can throw as many matchsticks as possible. The ocean will gulp all of that down. Radharani is an ocean of mercy. Our mistakes and our offenses are like blazing matchsticks. We approach her, we make mistakes. We make so many mistakes, but she readily accepts our good qualities. She absorbs all of the offenses. She doesn't mind. So therefore, Karunam Kurumai Radharani, you are appearing in this world. Today we beg at your lotus feet. We weep and we cry. आपके अतिरिक्त हमारा कोई नहीं. We have no shelter. You are so kind that you have come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because when Radharani appears as Radharani, some of the sadhus may have some reservation. Oh, she's a tender-hearted little girl in the village. Why should I bow down? But when she comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and speaks philosophy, and when she defeats arguments, and she defeats Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, she defeats Keshav Kashmiri, she defeats Prakashananda Saraswati, she uplifts Jagai and Madhai, all the sadhus, all the sampradayas, all the great Vaishnavas, they offer obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani. Ekatmanam api bhuvi pura deha bhedam gatau tau chaitanyakhyam prakatam adhuna tadvayam chaikyamaptam radha bhavadyuti suvalitam naumi Krishna swarupam. So we pray to Radharani, you are very kind. Please accept me. I am chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Radharani, please tell your Krishna something about me. Please forgive all my offenses. Devi dukkha Kulasekhar duhyamanam ati durgatam jana tvam kripa prabala naukayadbhutam prapayaswa pada pankajalayam. Hey Radharani, I am drowning in the ocean of suffering in this world. Your lotus feet, your mercy is the boat. Dukkha Kulasekhar I am suffering in this world. I am really suffering in this world. Duhyamanam ati durgatam jana. And I am drowning and I don't know to swim. Tvam kripa prabala naukayadbhutam. Hey Radharani, please give me the boat of your mercy. May I get onto the boat of your mercy and swapada pankajalayam. And please bring me to your lotus feet. Just like the boat takes a drowning man to the shore. Hey Radhe, ho Radharani, you are on that shore. I am on this side of the ocean, I'm drowning. You please throw the boat of your mercy. I will get onto that. And by your kind mercy, by your magnanimity, I will reach the shore and attain your lotus feet. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati says, because Vrindavan is Radharani, therefore he prays, Hey Vrindavan Dham, O Vrindavan Dham, you are my mother. Swotsanke, please keep me on your lap. Hey Vrindavan, which has the trees of Radharani's love. Hey Vrindavan, which has the dust of Radharani's footprint. Hey Vrindavan, which has the breeze of Radharani's love. Yasya kadapi basananjana khelanotta. Hey Vrindavan, which has the pastime Leela Sthalis of Radha and Krishna. Oh Vrindavan, you are my mother. Anyatha sharanam nasti. Tomeva sharanam mama. You are my shelter. Just like a child is very dirty, is smeared with stool and urine, cannot clean himself, always kicks, always cries. I am a very naughty child. I am crying in this world. I am kicking my feet and offending everybody. I am filled with stool and urine of lust and envy and pride and jealousy. But oh Vrindavan Dham, because you are the heart of Srimati Radharani, you are the manifestation of Radha and Krishna, you are my mother, you are my shelter. I, like a baby, will sleep on your lap. You clean me with your mercy. You give me a bath with your mercy. Give me the breast milk of Sadhu Sanga, which will nourish my spiritual life. Hey Vrindavan Dham, even if I am kicking and making offenses, like the mother only smiles and finds joy, you please don't count my offenses. Please, you embrace me. You lovingly accept me and make me into a pure devotee in such a way that I never leave your lap. Even if we are physically outside Vrindavan, we mentally take shelter of Sri Vrindavan Dham. We mentally take shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We mentally take shelter of Radha and Krishna. And what can a beggar do? We can only beg. Reading will not make us go back home, back to Godhead. It will give us the wisdom to develop humility and pray, which ultimately can bring in the mercy. Only by Kripa can we be uplifted. Even Yashoda Rani tried to tie, but only when Krishna agreed was he bound in Damodar Leela. So we can chant, we can read, we can hear. These are all activities of the senses, but it will happen only when Radharani agrees. Only when Radharani agrees. We can knock at the door as much as we can, but the door opens from within. It can be opened from outside. We are only begging from outside. Hey Radharani, if you are pleased, if you so desire, you please kindly open the door. We have been struggling in this material world for lifetimes. May my mind think of Krishna. Radha naam sudharasam rasayitum jibhastu me bibhala पादौ तत्पद कांकितासु चरताम बृंदाटवी बीतिषु तत्कर्मैव करकरोतु हृदयं तस्यापदं ध्यायताम तद्भावोत्सव तत्परम भवतु मे तत्प्राणनाथे रति. हे Radharani, may your name and Shyam Sundar's name dance on my tongue. And may my feet perform parikrama of that land where you eternally reside, Sri Vrindavan Dham. May with my hands I serve you and Krishna eternally. May through my eyes, Nayane Heribo Sada Jugala Ruparasi, may I see only you. Through my mind, may I serve you. With my head, may I bow down to your servants. In this way, O Radharani, may my heart be a place of festival. What festival? Utsav. What Utsav? Love for you and Krishna. May I develop pure love, uninterrupted love, unconditional love, unmotivated love, without any show, without any duplicity, sincere with all our heart, without any physical expression. May there be forest fire of love in the heart with no smoke outside in showing off to anybody. Hey Radharani, hey Shyam Sundar, this is our only desire. Therefore, Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Jugala Milan, Arati Korean Lalitadi Sakhigan. Our only desire, hey Radharani, hey Shyam Sundar, is to attain you. Jibane morone gati ara nahi more. Please don't cheat us. Just like the child will cry in the cradle, and the mother may sometimes come and put some toy, and the child becomes so happy seeing the toy in the cradle, and he forgets the mother. Then the child again starts to cry, the mother comes and puts another toy, and the child starts to laugh again. He's smiling, he's laughing, looking at this toy. He forgets the mother. Again he starts feeling hungry, again he cries. The mother comes again, puts some chavi or some key, and the thing keeps moving, toy keeps moving about the cradle, and now the child is laughing. Hey Radharani, please don't do that to me. I have evolved over 8.4 million species. So many human forms have been wasted. Don't please distract me with toys of this world. May bigger homes, may bigger cars, may lot of money, attraction to the opposite gender, physical beauty or fame, may none of them distract me away from your lotus feet. Hey Radharani, just like the child genuinely feels hungry and calls out to the mother, we are here crying out to Radha Shyam Sundar. We only want their lotus feet and their mercy by which we can attain them. Shri Vrishabhanu Nandini ki jai, Nanda Nandan Shyam Sundar ki jai, Shachi Nandan Shri Gaur Sundar ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Radhāṣṭamī Maha Mahotsav ki jai, Bolo Jai Jai Śrī Rādhē, Jai Jai Śrī Rādhē, Jai Jai Śrī Rādhē Shyam, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai ho, jai ho.